Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple One and welcome to Boots on the Ground. If you have anything to add, would be very much appreciated. You can send it to southernprepper1, number 1, southernprepper1 at yahoo.com. I know I'll appreciate it, and I know many other people appreciate the effort you do. Some people say, I don't think this is important. Really, it is important. It's just another data point. Even if I don't cover it totally on the film, at least it's in my head and I'm putting pieces together, and then I can explain things later. So everything's important. But let's get right into it. We have a lot to cover. It's Boots on the Ground. This guy was mentioning he does concrete and masonry work, and typically this is done wherever the customer is, so people usually have to drive, and you might have a 20-minute drive, or you could have an hour drive. And this is really hard, he said, on his workers because of the fuel prices. So let's remember that. A lot of people have to drive, and that is why they're having a hard time. If you have to only drive 10 miles to work every day, that's different. Some people are doing an hour to work because their jobs are moving around. Let's switch over to, this guy had to pick up a part-time job at Walmart just to keep up with inflation. That is sad. He's a stocker. He says his stock room is hardly stocked at all, and basically it's just enough to put out for that shift or that day. He says they're getting a truck every other day. He says prices have doubled on certain things, and overall prices are up in his whole Walmart. And we can attest to that if you've gone there lately. This person actually works a mile away from the train derailment that had happened in Douglas County, Kansas. The only thing he's hearing is that the cars became uncoupled. Whatever that means, and was it done on purpose, was it an accident, or was there a bad track? But I'll talk more about it in this report. Got some more information to share with you. This person works at a mental facility, a psychiatric hospital, and they have a shortage of Ativan. They also said they have a 20-page list of drug shortages in the United States. This person's from Ireland. Always good to hear from overseas because they're having the same problems that we're having. Their roommate is a water treatment engineer, and they're having to jury rig steel pipes and other parts to keep the water treatment plant running. Their steel pipes that they use a lot used to cost them 700 euros, then it went up to 1400 euros, and now it's sitting at 1800 euros, and it's hard to get it. So you got a huge cost increase and hard to get. They said the price of food over there is going up, and vegetables are bad by the time they get them in. That is a recurring theme in a lot of people. Vegetables and fruits at grocery stores. Also, they ordered a chicken run, and it's got missing in shipping. A lot of things happen to get missing in shipping nowadays. I think crime is up. This is a person that actually works on trains and train tracks. They said heat could have caused the problem if the rail expanded. Also, it could have been poor maintenance, or it could be human error. They're not sure what it is. Hopefully, we'll find out for that train derailment. This is a new Tractor Supply opened. Tractor Supply, the store, opened in the county not far from me. And the person was in there and said the shelves are not fully stocked, so they're probably having trouble getting stuff for the Tractor Supply store. They also said their feed went up from about $10 to about $12.50. So that's $2.50. That is a lot of money if you consider that on feed. His work also said that to be very careful with the diesel engine fluid that they add to DEF because they're worried about getting more. This is a paramedic in the South. They're actually in a supervisory position over the inventory management. And it says longer and longer waits to get general medical supplies and medications and saline products. This is over and over again in the medical field. Getting worse. It is not getting better in the medical field. He says there's nationwide shortages per their supplier, and we that listen to this could tell you that because I'm hearing it from all kinds of people, all kinds of states. Definitely, it is a huge problem. He also said the COVID numbers of infections are on the rise in his area. Overhead garage doors. This particular company is about 2 to 3 months out getting them, and I've actually heard some of the other larger doors 6 to 9 months out on some really big doors. He also said the church has an AC part that they need replaced, and it is a 5-month wait to get the part. I hope it's working. I hope they can keep the system working, because if you're in the South or wherever you are and no air conditioning at a church, it is going to get very hot in there. This person went on vacation to the Gulf Coast. As they drove down from Indiana, the gas prices got cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So as they drove back up, they had noticed it was getting more expensive when you're going back into Indiana. They said that they went out to dinner, and the dinner was a lot more expensive than they've been in the past years that they go. One of the steak dinners that they've gotten in the past was normally $30 a few years ago. It was now $50 for that same dinner. They also said take water bottles. He said they ran into a lot of shortages of buying bottled water on their trip, so take your water bottles with you. This guy ordered a pistol from a online place, and it cost $400, so he's going to have it sent to his firearm shop close by. And a week went by and nothing was sent, so he had already paid the $400 to the company, and he called them up and they said, well, you have to pay a $200 insurance fee to insure it as we send it, but we won't send it till you pay it, and they won't refund his money. So be very careful. Ask if you're going to order something and you have concerns that it's not a company you've dealt with a lot. Ask, is there any hidden fees, any hidden charges, any additional surcharges on shipping? Ask. This is Indiana. This is a large city in Indiana, and they had their EMS, they had their fire, they had their police, they had their National Guard doing a tabletop exercise. And the tabletop exercise was responding to an EMP attack. So I found that very interesting. Also, this is a Costco in New York City. They have stopped cooking their rotisserie chickens, their barbecue ribs, their buffalo wings due to shortages of meat. They've also noticed that the food prices are skyrocketing. Their words, skyrocketing. Gas is at $4.36. This is from Oregon. The fuel tanker came into the gas station and was filling up while a person drove in to fill up their personal vehicle. And they got a conversation going with the cashier, and the cashier said it was just in time. They were about out of fuel, and the cashier warned the customer that you need to keep your tank full because they are not delivering on a regular schedule. Let's move over to West Central Missouri. Saturday the 18th of June, 2 local gas stations were completely out of gas. One of these gas stations was a Walmart. They usually don't run out of fuel. This is Northwest Ohio. Diesel is $6.15. $6.15. The local Walmart is out of boneless chicken, skinless chicken breasts. The veggies, slim pickings. Also, they said already soft and rotting. That is widespread. I think maybe they're waiting for that truck to be fully loaded before they send it to the grocery store, and that's taking a little bit more time, resulting in that food sitting longer. That's the only thing I can think of, because it is widespread. I've even seen it going to the grocery store. And some grocery stores, their fruits and vegetables are much better. Some are terrible. This is a really big survival store that advertises a lot. They sell a mega protein kit with real meat. And on June 9th, this person bought it for $217, and they got 88 servings in the thing. 56 were beans, 32 were meat. Ordered another one on June 19th. It was $247, so it had increased in price $30. But this is the kicker. It is only 72 servings, 56 being beans, so they kept the same amount of beans, but only 16 meats. So they took 16 servings of meat out of the pail. They charge you $30 more. That's incredible. This person drives a 2021 F-150. They have 19,000 miles on the vehicle, and they broke down along the highway. I guess had to be towed in to the shop. This happened on June the 9th. The Ford dealer said that they won't even look at the truck until June 24th. So this is 12 actual work days that truck has sat at the Ford dealership. And it was because there is no workers to look at it. So now he's got 12 days with no vehicle. How many more days if he has to wait for parts? Things are collapsing in this country. This is not normal. for America. It is not normal for a first-rate country. Love's diaper, June 2021, they were priced at $25. I think that's 2022, excuse me. No, it is 2021. It was $25. Then it went up to $28. Now it is at $33. Nickel and diming us to death. Also, they saw that there's robots actually cleaning the floor so they can get rid of another worker if robots can do the job. The cashier told the person checking out the store will not go back ever to the 24 hours, probably because they can't get workers right now. Let's move over to Costco's. This is expiration date sooner than normal because people are looking at the expiration date, especially preppers. You want to buy that expiration date as far out as possible just to get the freshest food possible. This person also has chickens, and they said point blank something is wrong with the chicken feed. They're only getting half the amount of eggs. They did mention that Purina used to use corn and now they're using something else. I haven't looked at that myself, but I'm getting more and more that chickens are not laying like they used to, and it could be related to the feed, but that has not been proven. This is a shout out to someone that sent me in. He's a business owner, and we need to support good men and women that have businesses. This is Henderson Electric Motors Incorporated. They have an electric motor repair shop. They also work on air compressors, generators, pumps. They're in Kenova, West Virginia. And they have a ball bearing shortages. They work on huge, massive equipment. They also work on residential, you know, your personal generator. They will work on that. That's why I'm giving them a shout out. In case you need some work done, take it to a shop that is like-minded. They are so far back ordered on ball bearings, they can't get their jobs done. One of these particular ball bearings, it's the common one, is back ordered till September. The business has been there for 38 years. They do a lot of work for cities in the sewage treatment facilities, and they have a lot of pumps down because they can't get parts. So this could create other problems for cities with sewage that can't be treated as quickly as possible. So this is Henderson Electric Motors Incorporated. I'm going to put something in the description. So if you're in this area and would like to support a good business, there you go. This is a guy sent me and his son-in-law's in the Air Force, and at their base they have lost power 10 times on the base. Usually it's out for 4 hours, but the longest has been out for 10 hours. No reason why. I don't know if there's just blackouts when they're trying to save power. He also lives in Maryland. He says grocery prices are up and away. Also, this lady, I believe it's a lady, went to Hardee's. It was in the morning to get a biscuit, and she noticed the drive-in was long. So she parked and was going to go in, and then she noticed there is no in-service inside the thing because of worker shortage. So she forgot Hardee's. She drove down to Bojangles nearby, and she was able to go in and get it, but there was a sign on the door, dining room only open from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. More and more I'm seeing this. This is also a friend has an F-150 Ford, and they need a new transmission, and the vehicle is under warranty, but it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks to get the transmission into the shop, and then how long to put it in, because there is a shortage of quality repair personnel at most dealerships. This person works for a small municipal police department. Crime rate has skyrocketed. I will repeat, there is so many people sending me reports of increased crime. I'm not even going to include it. I'll just include it here. Widespread in all areas. They said meth is at an all-time high, stolen vehicles, mental health emergencies, prostitution, road rages. Everything is increasing because people are stressed. They say that a lot of homeless are being put in hotels by the state. Nicer hotels, and he says normally they would get 3 calls a year from these nicer hotels. Excuse me. They are getting now, because they have put in a bunch of homeless people into these establishments, they're getting 30 calls a week. 30 calls a week for their services, the police officers. They said gas is at $5, diesel is at $6.10. This guy went into his local place that he's been buying silver for years. He says he's been a customer for years. On Friday, he wanted to go in and buy some 7 ounces. All he wanted was 7 ounces. but they didn't have anything in there. They had, the only silver they had in the shop was they had one 100-ounce bar and they had one 10-ounce bar. The dealer told the customer that no one will sell him any silver, so he can't make money if he can't buy silver and resell it for a profit. This is interesting. This lady needs a blood pressure medicine, and she's been getting the same medicine for years at the same pharmacy in Metro Detroit. Her pharmacist called her and said, I do not have any. The pharmacist was nice enough to call around in a 50-mile radius, and she found one place, one of the other pharmacies that had it, and that was 30 miles away. But the kicker is they couldn't even fulfill the full order of 180 pills. They could only fulfill 90. So the lady used to pay $35 for 180 pills. The price has gone up, and she is now paying $35.86 for 90 pills. So she's looking at a doubling of her pharmacist cost, or her medical costs, just on one drug. Let's go to Northern Kentucky. This person took their dog in. Always take their dog into the vet. The bill is usually $175. They've had no different charges in the sense of no new tests. It was a dog visit, a yearly dog visit, and the bill was $300. So it has gone up from $175 to $300. They said the grocery stores and Costco are fairly well stocked, but prices going up. I think they mentioned a bunch of prices. I didn't include them. Prices are going up. Gas is at $4.94. This person has a friend. I don't think the friend is a prepper, and this is what they said about the price of gas. They said at $6 a gallon, he will start worrying. At $7 a gallon, he will get upset. At $8 a gallon, he wants to get rid of everyone in political office. This is unbelievable. You need to worry at $5. You need to worry now. Hopefully this person wakes up and starts prepping. Also, this is a good report in North Central Florida. He said this channel has helped inspired their family to, increase their prepping game. So that is awesome. That's a success. That's why the channel's here, to get you to prepare, to get you to show your neighbors to prepare. So they planted 2 avocados, 2 pears, 2 peaches, and a lemon tree. Awesome job. You will never regret having fruit growing now. They said frozen chicken breasts. Normally it's $19 to $20 a bag they buy. Excuse me, a bag used to be $19 to $20. Now it is $32 for that same bag, same amount of chicken. They said there's no way it's 8% inflation. It's more like 50% inflation when you go shopping at the grocery store. And finally, I'm going to include a link to a video someone showed walking through their Rural King. They showed a lot of stuff in the store, but if you look, they have aisles and aisles of fans, aisles of gas cans, aisles of chairs. They have taken things and spread them out. So what used to be on those shelves are not there. They just have fluff there now. A lot of things are missing. I'm going to put that link. Go check it out. It's astonishing what we're going into right now. The only thing positive out of that was there was stacks of canning jars. So get your canning jars, get your lids. So if you have anything to add, send it to southernprepper1@yahoo.com. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.